Thank you, Travis. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's regional news. The United States and Mexico have announced a joint migration plan that will see most Venezuelan asylum seekers trying to enter the United States through its southern border sent back to Mexico, while granting access to the United States to thousands of others who came by air. The effort, announced late on Wednesday, aims to address the growing number of Venezuelans arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border. Under the new program, which came into effect immediately, up to 24,000 Venezuelans will be allowed to enter the U.S. by air, the Department of Homeland Security said. Others who try to enter the U.S. through the border without documentation will be returned to Mexico. President Joe Biden's administration has struggled to cope with a record of migrant and asylum seeker arrivals at the southern U.S. border as more people come from Venezuela and Cuba. The expulsions of Venezuelans will be carried out under the Title 42, a pandemic-era policy that allows U.S. border officials to swiftly send asylum seekers to Mexico without the chance to submit a claim for protection. Until now, Mexico had only agreed to accept migrants expelled under Title 42 from Guatemala and El Salvador, resulting in an uneven enforcement of the rule. The U.S. strategies to expel other nationalities due to costs, strained diplomatic relations, and other considerations. Poor relations with the Venezuelan government have made it nearly impossible to apply Title 42 to Venezuelan asylum seekers, and in recent months, many had been allowed to apply for asylum and are then released to the United States while they wait their court dates. We tell you now that the director of the World Health Organization, Tedros Adhanom, says the agency is facing challenges in its efforts to fight the cholera outbreak in Haiti. Since the outbreak that started in the capital, Port-au-Prince, earlier this month, 16 people have died and there were 224 suspected cases as of last Saturday, according to the authorities. A quarter of suspected cases are among children under 5. Speaking on Wednesday during his weekly press conference on global health challenges, the WHO chief said the situation is evolving rapidly and it is possible that earlier or additional cases have not been detected. Teams are working in areas such as surveillance, case management, water and sanitation, vaccination, and community engagement. This latest cholera outbreak is occurring amid mounting insecurity and economic crisis. Now for a final story coming from Antigua and Barbuda. A bus driver has been found guilty of engaging in oral sex and kissing a 15-year-old girl. After about a week on trial, 52-year-old Leroy Campbell was convicted of 2 counts of serious indecency and 1 of indecent assault. The incident took place on December 6, 2018, when the defendant was 40 years of age. The minor left school and went to East Bus Station, where she boarded the convict's bus. The man informed her that he needed to stop in Casada Gardens to collect a letter, and having been familiar with him as a bus driver for her village, she consented. On the way there, he started asking her if she was aware that he had feelings for her and asked her if they could be just friends. After he collected the letter, Campbell stopped on a road and told the young girl that he would like to seal their friendship with a kiss. The girl, though in shock, kissed the palm of her hand and touched his cheek. He told the victim that would not suffice and consequently took her to the back of the bus, where he forced her to French kiss him while he touched her inappropriately. Despite her objection, Campbell forced her to remove her clothes and perform the act. When he finished, he drove to a store where he bought her a soda. In his defense, the pedophile claimed that he went to Casada Gardens in the morning and not in the afternoon. He also claimed to have seen the minor kissing a boy and sent her off the bus, and having threatened to inform her mother, the victim made up the accusations against him. All of the evidence together led the jury to believe that Campbell was guilty as charged. He will therefore be sentenced by Justice Anne-Marie Smith on November 11th. That has brought us to the end of tonight's regional news. Thank you for watching. Back to you, Travis.